Loads of you keep seeing me in this coat and you're wondering if it's cold inside here now. The driveway is about 445 billion thousand steps. I've just been outside. It's 1 a.m. Hello everyone, my name's Leah. I'm 29, I'm trying to get a divorce, can't get one. No one wants to give it to me. Also facing DA accusations. Great, love that. On bail. I'm on bail. I've just done 3 weeks homeless. Now I'm in my new house that I had no choice to have. Yay. And I just had a mental break. No, I didn't have a mental break. My friend didn't ask me to do this, but she did suggest that we're a bit more honest. And I'm not being honest. But I just had a whole 2-hour meltdown. Tears the works. In my coat and my pyjamas outside. She said, Aaliyah, your behaviour, she said fuck online. She's not an online girly, right? She said fuck online. Your behaviour sometimes comes across chaotic because you're not so honest about how you feel. I told you all in the last YouTube, I don't feel I can be honest because I think I'll just go to a puddle on the floor. So I'm not here to cry, don't worry, but I'm here to share a bit more reality of the situation. Fuck the accusations. I couldn't give a fuck about it. Honestly, you might be like, oh, who wants? I don't want a criminal. Of course I don't want a criminal. I'm gonna get one. Fuck it, give it. Fuck it. I don't care. This is making my belly hurt. You know why I'm awake at this time? I've got anxiety. You know when you get a hangover and you're like, what did I do last night? I'm gonna get my kids tomorrow, and I'm just stressed. I say tomorrow today. I'm gonna get them today. I'm stressed. I'm like, what are they gonna say? Are they gonna ask more questions? Are they gonna that? Are they gonna this? Oh. And I'm sick of people online making out like this is a massive publicity stunt for followers or likes. Or are you dumb, bruv? If someone put your face on a poster everywhere where you live, right, where you live, because people know you are, where you live, saying whatever, giving you a word that just doesn't apply to you, giving you a title that doesn't apply, what would you do? Would you take down the poster? My retaliation online, allegedly, is me taking down the poster. Do you understand? I don't want to do this. I tried my best not to do this. Like, if this person said stop tomorrow, let's stop please. Oh my God, fucking hell. Fuck me, fuck the house. Let's stop. Let's stop. Because I'm sick of it. I've got incredible anxiety about seeing my kids. What are they going to fucking say, man? It's the first time they've seen for 2 months. I worry. Have they just gone in being like, hey, or have they gone in and be like, this is this, this is this? And I know you might be like, don't worry, think about the worst, but when it all happened, in the very short time that I didn't have them, they already came to me like, this person said this person said they own this house now and you don't, this person said this is now their bedroom. To make it clear, this went on for 2 years before you guys knew. I say 2 years, about 16 to 18 months before you guys knew. 16 to 18 months before you guys knew. I used to live in a 3-story home. I used to be on the top story entirely by myself. Separate bathroom, separate bedroom, separate wardrobe. Do you understand? Apparently not. I'm stressed, man. My belly hurting. My belly hurting. I'm now dieting teenage sweetheart. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I'm now coming up with a statement of how I'm gonna, not break up because I'm not in a relationship, but take a breather with that, man. I'm fucked. You know what it is? I know you lot are like, look at me actually, man, where's the fucking coat? You lot are like, you're glowing, you're this, you're that. I am, but I don't feel like I have the spark that I had in my eyes when I thought this was over. Like when I fully said I want a divorce and it was accepted. It was actually finally accepted in 2024, 3. almost 2 years ago, whatever that is. I gotta do this every week, man. Are you fucking joking me? Are you fucking joking me? You know when they go do sex education in schools and they say, don't lay and have sex, you might get an STD. Who wants a baby at 16? Are you dumb? Tell him this. Tell him this shit. I know we briefly scraped on it on last week's YouTube, but we briefly scraped on that. I can't believe your strength, your endurance, your resilience. Don't get me wrong, I am an incredibly strong person. I'm going to stand on that. I don't want to be. You know what I mean? I don't want to be. The reason why, even today, when a tear dropped my eye, I said, shh, stop talking to me. I feel like I've experienced a lot in life, some unfortunate things. And I remember saying to this person, they used to tell me all the time, like, you should be so proud of yourself, what you've experienced. And I used to say, I beg not one more human put me in this situation or in this kind of predicament again, because I don't think I'll get back up from it. And I ain't saying I'm about to go down, because I'm not. I don't have a choice, so, you understand? These 2 kids were involved, oh my God, oh, fuck off. I'd be out of the country immediately. Keep the marriage, I don't give a shit. Oh. Now I'm going to break up with this guy. You're going to be like, why, Aaliyah? I just had the most beautiful weekend. I feel you're causing me a distraction, sir. I feel... Billah. Don't be coming with the flies in here. I feel like if this was just Robert that I met 2 weeks ago, you know, you just air Robert, don't you, until you're ready again. Ugh, that sounds disgusting. No, you know what I mean. I ain't talking about no, you know what I'm saying. Okay. But I have a lot more time, patience and respect for this person because I've known them for 10 years. And there is an incredible connection there. Oh God, this is so cringe. How cringe is this? What the fuck am I saying now? However, you're adding to my anxiety, sir. Like, what I didn't tell you on the last clip is, when I first connected with this person, I said, I don't want to talk about my kids. I don't want to tell you their names. I don't want to... And then I was like, I know you for a long time. You're not even asking about my children. That's a bit icky. And he was like, you told me not to. And I was like, okay, now he's asking about them, but not in a sense of like, oh, he's going to meet them tomorrow. He's not going to meet them tomorrow. But he always says, like, you've got your own thing. I'm fitting around your thing. Whenever you're free, I'm free. Love that. But do I? Do I? Do I love that? My heart is feeling heavy, that's what it is. My heart's feeling heavy. Jesus, but it's not that kind of show, right? My heart feels heavy. I don't know what to do. By the time I already make the decision, don't even tell me I'm going to regret it, because I will have already done it by the time you see this. My plan of action, okay? This is why I'm awake all this time, because I really want to call the person and tell them right now at 1 AM. But I'm trying to be like, Aaliyah, stop it. Aaliyah, chill. Wait till the morning. Like the actual morning. But you know, when I've got something in my heart like this, I can't hold it, man. But I am like, Aaliyah, chill, wait till the morning. And TMI, but we just spent a long time dating today. We just kissed 1 billion times. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, am I mind fucking this guy? I'm not I'm trying not. Let me do my team, man. Fuck's sake. I don't want to be toxic. But the more we talk, the more he says, like, look, I'm working around you and your children. You don't need to introduce me. I've already told him I ain't going to introduce him. No judgment here for anyone else who does. I personally wouldn't introduce my children to anybody that I've not even been in a relationship for minimum a year. And I say minimum heavily. Probably 2 years, to be honest. But the more he speaks about it in the most understanding way, the more it adds fucking stress to my plate. I'm like, yo. Yo. Fuck. And I know if this person could come here right this second. I don't know. My friend said, look, Aaliyah, you're just putting too much pressure on yourself. It's only been a month. You've only been in this house a month. You did the whole homeless stunt for 3 weeks before that. Like, you've been in this home a month. Just chill out. You've not even got my bed. Oh my God, my bed. I've had a bit of a nightmare with that. That's coming tomorrow now. So I've not even actually laid in my own bed yet. My friend's out of Aaliyah, you're just putting too much stress on yourself. Just chill. But I feel this relationship, I'm saying it like that because I feel like a friendship is a relationship, a co-parentship is a relationship. You know, there's many terms of relationships. Some people just hear boyfriend, girlfriend when you say that. This relationship is heavy in the most beautiful of ways. But I don't know if I want that. How do you say that to someone without saying them? And have I led you down the garden path? I feel like I've tried to tell you, but then I'm like, why am I kissing you all the time? Because I want to kiss you. I want to kiss you. I want to bang bodies with you. When I'm with you, my heart and cheeks smile from ear to ear. But when I leave you, oh hell no. Anyone else like this? Okay, and then obviously that coupled with the anxiety, I say anxiety loosely, I'm not drunk, I've not had any alcohol, Jesus. The anxiety of, I think it's because it's the first time. What are they going to come out of school and say when I see them? It's not that they have questions that's an issue for me, it's the fact that I feel like, why am I constantly having to answer for two people? Like even in the last 2 months that they've been with me, they've asked me so many. Mom, do you love my dad? Yeah, I do loads. Like a fucking hole in the head. Can't say that though, can you? Yeah, I love him, he's the best person ever. Mom, is dad your best friend? Yeah. Yeah, best friends make each other homeless. Can't say fucking that, can you? Yeah, I love you, Dad. Every time you do it, it makes my fucking belly hurt. I just hope this person's doing the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? I just hope this person is doing the same as me. Because if you're not, I gotta answer for it. Fuck me. My friend was like, yeah, but now you've got a routine. You know that you're going to get your kids and you've got boom, boom, boom this many days and then off they go again. Oh, man. And this shit again. This was cordial, like, and I knew the person wasn't slightly fucking upside their blood clot head. Bye! But no, I don't know that. Oi, man. You know why this flies in here, by the way? Fucking builders. They're here every day. I see them more time. Let me stop that. Builders came earlier, made me late for my date. Okay, so this is me being honest. I've got crippling anxiety. I feel lost, although I'm still going gym and stuff. Like, it's not as frequent as it was, obviously. Night should be fine, because we've got a bit more of a routine, so I know the days that I can go now. But I'm shagged. I'm literally shagged. Every minute I get, I'm like, let me pick this up, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. Let me fucking build the sofa. Oh, no, I don't like the sofa. Oh, we need a TV. Oh, I've got 2 TVs at home, I can't have them TVs. Let me just buy a TV, because apparently I've got endless funds and the other person doesn't. What? Give me a fucking break, bruv. You know, some people say, I think Hoof is watching this. How can I say this without... If Hoof was watching this, hypothetically, drop me fucking out, bruv. Drop me out. Sick of it. You're ruining my sex life. Okay. My My friend's going to say, did you tell the truth on YouTube? I'm going to say, yeah, I did. Okay, we're leaving it there. I'm not going to come here crying. I'm fucking not. I'll tell you that. Over my dead body. I'm going to drink my decaf tea. What time is it? 1:40, love that. I think I'm going to drink my decaf tea, do some laundry. I'm going to go gym. I know it's like 3 o'clock in the morning by the time I've done that, but fuck it. I'm going to go gym, because if not, I'm going to be awake all night waiting for this man to like wake up in his eyes. Hello, I need to talk to you. Need to talk to you. Please, I beg you, put a pin in this. Put a pin in this for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 days, 6 weeks, whatever. Put a pin in it. That's what I'm going to say. But you know, like, God, this is deep, isn't it? Fucking hell, this is a whole YouTube alone. Just a small intro. You know, like when you feel like someone is not easily emotionally available, and you know that they're really going out of their way to be emotionally available for you, I feel really fucked being like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Because that's what it feels like. But my friend said, you don't owe this person anything. I don't, but I don't want to be the reason for your heartbreak. All right, you'll see me in the morning, because I'm definitely not taking you to the gym. You'll see me in the morning. I'll come back once I've spoke to Teenage Sweetheart. And then we'll just pick up the week from there. Okay, let me go about my business. This is about as honest as I'm getting, right? Read between the freaking lines, because I'm fed up. Bye. Good morning, guys and gals. It's a little different, right? It's a little different. I'm making protein porridge, predictable, I know. Gotta snap, I don't want to snap out of it, I like it, okay? I like it. Okay, I have to be honest. Last week there was no YouTube because I was doing a vlog, spent a few days with me. And then I kind of had a bit of like, and let's not call it a mental breakdown, a mental breakthrough. That's what I had. Because I'm going to insert a very small clip where I was like, what am I going to do about Teenage Sweetheart? I don't know what it was. It was something about it was making me uncomfortable, but he didn't do anything. And then I thought, you know what? Let me talk to my therapist. I ain't spoke to her in a while, and obviously being like a victim of, I say victim in quotes, not because I'm mocking it. But I just don't like to be called a victim, but being a victim of domestic abuse, I truly thought that's where I carried all my trauma, and that's all the trauma work that I've done in regards to therapy, when I'm dealing with trauma. What I realised is, through this very intense, what I realised is through these very intense therapy sessions, I've actually got more trauma, unrecognised trauma, which Teenage Sweetheart is bringing out in me, because he's triggering something he's triggering a part of me that my ex-husband triggered, and I never realised. Like, I overtalk, but why do I overtalk? Everyone says, oh, it's just Elaine, she talks a lot. But actually, no, it's an anxious attachment. And when you say that, my friends are like, you're not anxious. I feel like we tie anxious attachment with like, where's my boyfriend? I hope he's not cheating on me. That's not me. So I never thought that would be me. But my therapist is right. I'm overtalking, and I'm filling shoes for people to avoid them not filling them the way I need it. Man, do you know how many hours of therapy I've had in the last 10 days? My friend said, what you're trying to do, Leah, is something that's quite impossible. I said, why? She said, because you're 30 years old, you've had 30 years of this. I said, I have to change it. I have to change this. I feel like I'm very comfortable in my feminine energy, but I don't remain in it for very long. And that's probably because of this. So that vlog's scrapped, okay? I don't want to share that. However, it's a new day. It's a new life. I'm mentally exhausted by, for example, let me give you an example, because some of you might be like, what the frig are you on about? Okay, so let's say I'm talking to Teenage Sweetheart. Sorry about the tapping. Let's say I'm talking to Teenage Sweetheart and I say, hello, Teenage Sweetheart. And he says, hello, Aaliyah. And I say, how are you? And he says, I'm good, how are you? Then I'll say, good. What have you done today? He might say, I've done this, what have you done? And I say, I've done this. And then when that's done, I then say something else. Why? Why? Do you do that? My therapist said, once you've established that, take a breath, be silent, be comfortable in your silence. Let the man step into his masculinity and talk to you. Let him talk. Or like defensiveness, but not in like a, no I didn't. Not in that, in like a, remember I told you about the Polaroid picture? Before I took the Polaroid picture for the book, he knew I was buying a Polaroid camera. And he was like, I wonder what kind of images you're going to take on that. Now, my natural response is, you ain't going to find out, brother. You understand? Mind your business. But I'm being playful. He knows who I am. I'm playful. That's not very feminine, sis. So my response, my new feminine response needs to be, see, I'm stuck in this. What kind of pictures are you going to take with that? The kind of pictures I'm going to take with that is something that you can only leave to your imagination. Soft, feminine. Okay? But then I'm like, shit, what if you don't get it? It was like, what the fuck are you on about? Okay, so I've really been doing, you might all think, Aaliyah, there's real problems out there. There is, but my fear is, right, I was saying to my friend, I'm really lucky. I'm so lucky that I'm 29. I've done marriage, had kids. Right now, I'm single out of choice, not out of lack of options. At the end of the day, I'm just going to say it. As you get older, things drop, things move. You become more isolated. You naturally become less open and willing to get to know people because you're stuck in your ways. I don't want to be alone out of loneliness. I want to be alone out of choice. So I fear that if I don't change these habits, I'm going to end up with the same person I just divorced or I'm divorcing. And you know what? There's a lot more accountability I do need to take on this divorce. I will stand on that. But I also am not stupid. Not trying to say something on the internet that will be cropped and chopped and used in court. So I can only say so much. But why is it that I keep attracting men that they seem to be good people, but they just don't step up? Do you know what I mean? Like, can you do this for me? Yes, I can if you want. What do you mean? Yes, I can if you want. You see, that's my masculine energy again. I mean, let me just stay in the masculine energy for just to give you experience. What the fuck do you mean, bruv? Like, where are the men that just do? I think it's a problem with us women. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. It is. We keep saying men aren't men anymore, but we're not being women. And this is not being saying Muslims, culture, black, whatever. No. Go all the way back. All the way back. Women weren't building their own houses by themselves, and we can do it. Doesn't mean we should. Why would a man step into a space that you've already filled? Ask yourself that. I don't know why is it looking about you guys now? Let me stop. Okay, so my new feminine approach is, you know what it is? It's not even about him. Sometimes when I feel like I'm naturally finished speaking, I still speak until I feel like he's ready to go, because I just want you to feel comfortable. Why? Once I'm finished, okay, it's been lovely speaking to you, we'll speak later. Because then they're a bit like, why? Why is she going? Why is she going now? She doesn't normally go now. She normally waits for me to say, okay, I'm going to go and do whatever. But that's me giving too much of myself. So that's been my approach. It's been so great speaking to you. I'm sure we'll speak later. If not, good night. Let me tell you. I hope he never sees this. But I'm an oversharer, so I'll probably tell him eventually. The man has been eating out of my coochie. He's like, very shift in behaviour for you. I'm like, it's not a shift, it's just peace. It's just slowness, it's just softness. And I know you all might be thinking, Aaliyah, this is a midlife crisis. It's not. I am like a long-term, longevity kind of gal. This might take me a few years to grasp. Let's start now. My next husband can't be a baby. He can't be someone I need to take care of. I can't do it. You know what? He could be a millionaire. He could buy me every car in the world, every handbag. My worst fear is repeating the same cycle. That's the definition for me of insanity. So I've done about 14,659 rounds of therapy. I've got therapy again, but I've also just decided, fuck it, let me go somewhere. I'm going somewhere right now. I'm going to go upstairs, get my laptop, book the bird in the plane, book the bird in the plane, book the bird in the sky. I'm leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow, is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow because that's my time off for my kids. So let me go make coffee. Let me sit on my bed. Let me book somewhere to go. I guess you'll figure out where I am already because by the time you see this, I'm already going to be there. And I'm just going to rebalance, loosen the shoulders. I'm going to talk to as many people I can on the way. Even the woman in Tesco. I just went to Tesco to return some jeans. And I'm quite like that. So she was, I think she was like, is there anything wrong with your jeans? I was like, no, I just don't like the way they look. That's not my normal response. Nah, I just don't want it, is what I would normally say. Softly, gently. Because when I finally find a balance of not changing who I am, changing how I am, then I'm able to proceed with things in life. Like love. That's why I can't commit to someone right now, because I fear I'm going to commit under the same basis of, if I love you and I fuck with you, I'll give you it. What do you want? You want to go? I'll get you go. No problem. No! It's great to hear you want to go. I really hope you get the go. Do you understand? That's my approach, okay? So this is a little chaotic, but the tears I've shed through this therapy, unbelievable. And it's also another part of growth and change that I feel like I don't want to just discreetly do behind the scenes. And everyone's like, do you remember that one time when she used to be like that? She used to be really shouty at the camera, and now she doesn't shout at the camera. Maybe it was an act. No, it wasn't. It was growth. Let me make my coffee. I've got protein porridge, which has gone really stiff now. Go, 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 go. Ah! I'm leaving in about... Bye. That pussy man, it's any time. Let me get back in my feminine energy. Let's stop it. Ah, bye. Okay, all jokes aside, I'm going. You're going to tell me bring you with, right? One, I can't. Can I? Maybe I could, but even if I do bring you with me, you're not going to see it till next week because this is going to come out whilst I'm there. But I'm going with someone. This person can't be named, shamed, or claimed, okay? So, that's not very feminine. Let me start. There's a small problem bringing you guys with. Cock blocking me! No, seriously, stop. Even when I'm with friends. Lots of my friends are older than me. They're all like 40, 37 upwards. They don't care that I vlog my life, but they're like... And also when I'm with them, I don't want to... And I also don't want them in it, so I don't want... So I'm just like, fuck it. Okay, I'm leaving. I need to pack a bag ASAP. Pick up these kids. You know one thing I'm doing though, I'll be honest. The dad. Man, them pictures annoying. Sorry, I'm multitasking. The dad cannot find out. The man will not know until I've landed in that country, because I know what will happen. If this comes out before I leave, guarantee a man's too sick to collect them on the weekend. Guarantee you. So I'll be on the plane, I'll get off the plane, I'll shower, get ready, bang! Because I know you guys watching me, bang! And you lot think, oh, you're doing it for him. No. I'm doing it for you lot. But if I want to tell you lot, there's a risk with that. The small risk is, he will know. Bang! Plus, there's a school activity at like 10 AM on Monday. I'm not in the country. So I'm going to have to like, hey, do you want to take my place in this to keep you included? Stop it, look. Where's my feminine energy gone? Let me just leave. Right, I'm oh, these fucking kids in this bathroom, like, you see what I mean? This man can't be feminine, man. I was about to come in feminine, he's left the light on, it's been over 4 hours. Let me come back. Hey, you taking a trip? Okay, listen, I really gotta go. I gotta clean up this house, pack my bag, book my airport parking. And I have to do this discreetly. So my kids are like, what the fuck are you doing? Why am I swearing again? My kids are the nosiest, you know. Not nosy in like a kid way, but like, you know, if he saw me, like, even with a suitcase, he might be like, Mom, why do you got a suitcase? He'll run to his dad. You know, Mum had a suitcase. So I'm gonna have to do it right now, before the school run in about 2 hours. Do it now, put it under the bed. When they leave, get it out of the bed. Yes. Okay, this used to be really like quite sporadic, isn't it? Shit, right, okay, I gotta check in, they just emailed me. Said check in. Okay, I gotta check in. This is really chaotic. But when I get there, I will definitely be drunk. I'll say that. But I also am going there to just ground myself. I want to feel like Bali again. A little bit. I felt really in Bali. Felt really soft, felt really feminine. The thing is, I'm there with someone. And when someone annoys you, I don't mean that annoys like deeply. That's crazy, but you know. If you're breathing on me in the morning, I'm just trying to breathe. You can't say that, can you? That's probably why I didn't last very long in marriage. I'm a bit of a loner. What am I doing? I'm just talking. Right, let me just. I gotta go, okay? I will see you later. I'll see you later. Fuck around and get lost. Again. Listen, it's the music. I need to listen to more Libby Dean. Talk to me. You're the man that I need, baby. Talk to me. Be the man that I need. Oh my God. I don't even think I can post this, but I'm like, Aaliyah, let me bring this down a bit. I'm like, Aaliyah, no, you should post this because this is your reality. It is by far the scrappiest vlog ever. So after I left you, I was like, let me come back, I'll pack. I looked at the clock, guess what? I was late. I sped to the airport, missed my plane. Love that for me. Missed my... So you know what? Feminine energy, feminine era. Instead of spiraling, I'm already here now, I'm in Manchester. I'm in a little night out in Manchester. I'll get the plane in 6 hours. No problem. Just pay another fortune. No problem. I get on the trip. I don't bring the camera because I'm like that. I get on the trip, have a great trip. I just have a feeling. I think my BD is gonna see this Instagram content and just do some shit. I just have this feeling in my gut. But I try not to vocalise the feeling now. Whether you know about it, whether you don't. I mean, I don't really talk about it to anyone who doesn't, but I just try not to vocalise it. I land off the plane on Monday. My kids start school at 9 AM on Monday. I land, I get a text. Your doctor's appointment has been booked. Me? I'm like, nah, this man knows some shit. Do you guys understand? Some people are like, she's obsessed with this man. No. I wasn't going to share this with you because it's really none of your business, but I'm sharing it with you to let you know how much of a nightmare this person is on my life, right? As their father, if they fall unwell on the weekend that they're with you, surely you seek medical attention if you feel medical attention is necessary. It isn't always, but I feel like many dads are just going to run to the hospital because they don't have a clue how to look after a sick child in the time that they're with you. No, apparently we just all lay in bed upstairs for the entire weekend, and then we book the hospital appointment, or doctor's appointment, sorry, on the time that they're not with you. But also, right, you don't tell me that they're not well. and you also don't tell me about this appointment. So if I didn't find out about the appointment, guess what? I would normally go and pick them up from school at 3. That's when I next see them, 3 o'clock. So I normally pick them up at 3 on Monday. This appointment was booked for 10 to 3, quarter to 3. I didn't know about the appointment. I didn't know they weren't at school. I didn't know they were sick. I didn't know they had a doctor's appointment. So if I didn't find out, I would have gone to school at 3 to pick up my kids that weren't there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I know you might be like, yeah, but Olivia, is there not conditions to make sure that you can't? There is certain conditions to ensure that a message from party 1 can be received to party 2, vice versa. My messages go through fine, your messages don't. So I'm like, okay, all right, you really want to fuck me up, right? This guy. I send a message. See you in 2 hours, I'll come and get my kids that I didn't know was unwell. And I'll deal with the doctor's appointment. I get a message back. You know when you just catch them out? Hi, just to let you know, child A has had a fever of 36.9 between 12:52 and 1:46, and they have eaten approximately 16 grams of cereal. Fuck off, bruv. All that is for no one but someone who slams the hammer, because you would have told me all that before I called you out on your shit. And they also say, and I will be the one to take them to the GP as it's close to their family home. The family home is not even yours. Okay, get this. I bought my family home almost 7 years ago. Guess where the doctor's appointment was booked? 20 miles away. I text back and said, no thanks. This is my time with my children, and that doctor's is nowhere near the family home. No response. Oh my God. I go get my kids. You should see this state of my kids. Sick kids are sick kids. I get it. They look sick. Why you look dirty? Why you look dirty? Why you look... I don't know what's wrong with you. Why fingernails so long and dirty? Like... Oh my God. Do you understand? So, you know, like, some people keep saying to me, she's obsessed with this man online, or like, that I'm either posting about my ex-husband or my teenage sweetheart. I feel like I unintentionally left loads of breadcrumbs in the build-up of my divorce. Trust me when I say the teenage sweetheart stuff. Just wait, okay? Take the breadcrumb, hold the breadcrumb, just save it. Save it for later, you'll remember this moment. I don't do anything without meaning, okay? Yeah, so my trip was great. My kids are still here now. They're not actually sick. Part of the report was they're throwing up. Luckily, I have a 5-year-old, I don't even need to ask. No one's been sick. However, there was a small temperature and a tummy ache. I've now got a cold from that small 6 hours out in Manchester, in no clothes. The trip was gorgeous. And now we're back to reality. So yeah, that's a few days with me. Great. I love it here. Ow. Ow. Oh my God. Okay, lovely. Right, that's the end of my... I'm not going to call this a vlog. I'm going to call this Chaos Diaries. This is the shit that no one tells you about co-parenting. And you know what? It's so crazy that everyone says to me, why did you drag it on for so long? Do you know how many times I've been asked that question? And it makes me feel so silly. And I'm not angry that they're making me feel silly, or I feel silly because they're asking me. But I feel silly, and then these kind of things happen and I'm like, nah, this is exactly why I just went along. I went along because, you know, hear no evil, see no evil, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just tolerate you and see. I can see the condition of my children and how they're being cared for. Now I can't. Oh my God. Listen, I need to leave because I was coughing. No, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. I was coughing so hard last night. I was wetting myself. I had about 14 showers. What has happened to my pelvic floor? I had that. I regressed it. It's gone. Is it because I've been clotted? I don't know. We're going to have to work on that. Anyway, I'm going to have coffee. I've got one awake here. Party starter. You don't even need to know who. Ask who it is. You know who it is. The other one fed the fuck up. He's just hopping beds upstairs. My bed, his bed, my bed. I can't even bother to argue with the boy anymore. I don't really like kids in my bed. I don't really dirty sock in my bed. Have you been walking around with slippers or in your socks? If you're walking around in your sock, get your sock off my bed. I'm not even arguing anymore with him. Because you better hope you feel better tonight, because then you're getting back in your own bed and I'm washing my bed. Anyway, that's my life, okay? I really hope they use some of this as some kind of child protection. Make this an advert. Do something.